good and all the time. So today is last Sunday in the church's year. Next Sunday we shall begin a new year. So even the readings, the book we will use for the gospel and all that will change. We will see that next Sunday. For the past 3 Sundays, we have been taking our gospel reading from chapter 25 of Matthew. All 3 Sundays. The first one, if you remember, was about the 5 foolish and the 5. Then the next Sunday, we read about the king who had traveled and left what? His talents. One he gave 5, another he gave 2, another he gave. Today, in the eternity, we end with this particular one. And this reading, whenever I hear it, I was saying it yesterday, it takes my mind back to senior high school. There was a song we used to sing, which was from this particular reading. And when it gets to the time of the term, when our provisions are getting finished, our gari, sito, sugar, milk, and we know that some of our brothers still have some, then we would intone it in church. Whatsoever you do to the least that you do unto me. When they will stress it, when I was hungry, you gave me to. When I was thirsty, we used to sing this song, and then we'll be targeting those who we know have things in their box. But you know, the point is that it is real, and it is beautiful because today we have different races here. As we heard in the gospel reading, when the Son of Man comes, he will sit on his glorious throne, and they will bring him people from all nations. Whether you are from America, you are from the Philippines, you are from India, you are from Ghana, you are from Nigeria, you are from Togo, you are from Pakistan, you are from wherever. Only 2 things. You are either what? A sheep. You are a goat. You are either a Ghanaian sheep or a Ghanaian goat. You are either an American goat, an American sheep. You are either an Indian sheep, you are an Indian what? Goat. The criteria is 2. You are either a sheep, goat. I was telling them yesterday that for me, when it comes to consuming, I prefer goats than sheep. Goat meat is very nice. Aponche na me de ba aponche. What the young quiet fine say. But today Jesus says that if you are goat, you are going to where? I tell you. Yes. And that is how the world is. When things seem to be so nice, so glorious, by the time you realize, it says the way to eternal fire, so broad, so sweet, like a ponche soup. It's going. By the time you realize, it's like you're doing harvest. Mr. Ziga, go in, on. You are gone. By the time you realize, say, hey, now where are we? Father, could you? We are going to hell. Unfortunately, because we did not, by our character, show that we are sheep, but we chose to be goats. Why have you chosen to be a goat or a sheep? Because of what you did. And that is why Christ has given the marking scheme. I was telling them yesterday that my students at the seminary where I teach, they wrote my exams last week, Friday. They said, oh, Father, Father, won't you give us areas? At least we have done about 13 topics. Let us know out of the 6 questions, which of them, please just give us the areas. I said, if I give you the areas, the marking scheme will be what? Of course, because you must prove to me that I told you that Karl Marx, at least Karl Marx is coming, Emil Durkheim is coming. Then you must read more. Is that for you? Is okay. Then don't give us the areas again. I said, don't worry, I'll give you. But learn. The marking scheme for heaven has been given. The marking scheme for the judgment day is here. Therefore, on the judgment day, there will be no excuse. No. Because Jesus has given us the scheme over 2,000 years ago. And for us Catholics, when the church tells you perform corporal works of mercy, sometimes we think the church is colo. The marking scheme has not changed. Since the time of Pope John the 23rd to Pope John Paul II to Pope Francis, the marking scheme is still the same. The marking scheme was that, were you church chairperson? No. Were you parish priest? No. Were you so and so? No. When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was thirsty, did you give me drink? When I was a stranger, did you welcome me? When I was in prison, did you visit me? When I was ill, did you take care of me? And that is why the church, Catholic Church, in its wisdom, knowing that sometimes as Catholics and sometimes in this world, we are overly busy. Of course, not with sin, but with our jobs and other things. The church creates the avenue so that you as parishioners can contribute to these matters. And that is why Justice Walborn, St. Vincent de Paul, a lot of work for you. Sure, they would all love, and they all do. They bring offertory, we give to the poor. Take care of the priests. Feeding, we know what we do. Thirsty, we know what we do. Strangers, I won't mention the country, but you know, just last week or 2 weeks ago, we spent over, this church, over 7,000. And non-Ghanaian. Because when I was a stranger, how did St. James Catholic Church, so your collection, your efforts, we as a church must consciously perform these for you so that one day, when you have gotten to the seat of God, God does, you are from where? St. James. Oh, more than where in Ghana, you are sick. Because this church has been known and is known and will be known that these prescribed as the marking scheme we are following. And for me, that is the bottom line. That is what a church must do. And that is why in the olden days, I was not born, but as Catholics, they would bring us containers of cornflakes, Tom Brown, milk powder. Please, did you see some? Me, I never saw some. Toothpaste, corned beef. Hey, corned beef. All these things were brought from outside, isn't it? To come and feed those who had none. So if today we also have something little, it is imperative, it is a command, it is an order from our king. Our king is giving a command. And once a command has been given, we must follow that command. Sometimes in our world today, the kind of kings and the chiefs we have, so the concept of king, we don't even get it. We don't get it. Because our kings, when you look at their lives themselves, contradiction in terms. Our chiefs, contradiction. But look at Jesus, who is the only king. A kingdom of righteousness. A kingdom of holiness. A kingdom of peace. It's the kingdom. The kingdom. And the kingdom for us Catholics begins here. I have said it before, and I say it again. All the way to heaven is heaven. St. Catherine of Siena will say, all the way to heaven is heaven. Simple as that. Choose this day whether to be a sheep, whether to be a goat. As we heard from the prophet Ezekiel, which Doris Starr read beautifully, he says that the weak he will come and take care of. But the sleek, Those who think they are strong, he will do what? He will destroy them. Why will a shepherd destroy strong sheep? Hello? Why should you? Sleek, sleek. Sleek dress, sleek hair. Why should the king, the prophet, destroy something that is sleek? Of course, because you have refused to abandon yourself on he who is king. So let us go deep into our hearts. Today we celebrate Christ the King. We did not say Christ the King of St. James. Christ the King of Ghana. What did I say at the beginning? The solemnity of Christ, King of the universe. You say Christ, King of the earth, of the universe. Mention them. Mass. Even where human beings don't stay. Christ is King. Pluto. He is the universe. Everywhere. Even where human beings cannot go. He is your King. My dear sister, my dear brother, no matter the frustration you are in, no matter the frustration you are in. Sometimes as a priest, sometimes I get so worried, so many things on my mind. I don't need money for anything, but the problems, people's issues, and you are overwhelmed. And sometimes you want to even cry. And then I remember, hey, Christ, you are King not of Father Kujo, you are King of the universe. You see what I'm going through. You are omnipresent, present, omnipresent. He's everywhere. More than MTN. They say everywhere you go, but some places you go, the reception is not there. For God's reception, you lie back. Everywhere you go, He's there. Everywhere. Whatever you are going through, He is omnipotent. Potent. He has power over everything. He's your King. So on this last Sunday of the year, go into your heart, your disappointment, your frustrations. Tell your King. Tell your King. Some of you are fascinated by the royalty of the British monarchy. You know the British monarchy than Ghana, even the areas in Ghana. Some of you, I was telling them yesterday, you look on Facebook, what the Dorma, people from Dorma and Ashanti, the kind of, I'm wondering, where are we going to? Where are they going? So, Bono State, Ashanti State, you say, what are we gaining from it? But you see how people are passionate, have so much passion and are passionate. I'm telling you. Beautiful. Why not? But note that your greatest passion, Christ, King of the universe. He has the whole world in his. Those of you should sing those words. He has the whole world in his hand. He got the whole wide world. It's true. The whole world is like this. He's watching you. St. James. Now he's watching us. God, give us marks. So look at us. We are here. He's watching us. It's not easy. But I pray that one day we shall meet with the King and we shall be under his rule forever and ever. And may his kingship change your narratives for the best. Amen.